Hey, welcome back. The election 31 days away, but Americans already heading to the polls. 34 states currently allow either early voting or no excuse in-person absentee voting for the presidential election. In an all-important state of Ohio, early voting began Tuesday. Ohio's former Secretary of State Ken Blackwell joins us this morning. And Ken, there was a big decision overnight we want to ask you about first, which is the U.S. Appeals Court there in Ohio has reinstated early voting in that weekend prior. Obama administration, a big victory for them or not?
No, I think it's a victory for clarity. We now know what we have to do, and we'll get on with the process.
All right, so why early voting? A lot of folks, when I lived down in Florida, you'd see the lines every weekend prior to the election, people waiting hours to get in there early voting. Why do it?
Well, essentially for this reason, these two reasons. Modern Americans have very busy schedules. This is a straightforward, common sense way for accommodating those schedules. Secondly, it relieves the pressure of election day congestion for election workers by giving folks an opportunity to vote early. So we've gone from election day to effectively election month, where we'll have probably 35 to 40% of Ohioans voting before Election Day, November 6th.
Once I send in that absentee ballot, who has my vote? Where does it wind up?
Well, you go down and you vote at one of the 88 county boards of elections, and it is then kept in a secure location under what we call a double key system, meaning that no one party can have access to those ballots without the other party being present. And so it's under secure double or bipartisan eyeballing.
So, which basically maybe answered my second question here on this one, which is, can it be tampered with?
No, it cannot be tampered with. The double lock system has historically proven to be very faithful to the whole principle of security.
Good. So then we also hear these things out there that, oh, maybe the Obama administration doing really well in early voting. Can anyone see my vote before Election Day, or is that all just sort of conjecture looking at exit polling?
Yeah, what people can take a look at is when the vote was, the date the vote was cast, and secondly, the party registration. So it's all, conjecture, informed speculation as to how the vote might be trending.
And finally, can anyone determine how early voting is leaning one way or the other? I mean, it sort of goes with the last question, but
it goes with the last question. Look, at the end of the day, early voting is to give us a much more effective way of managing a very hectic day, particularly in a heavily contested election like we're anticipating on November the 6th. If this election comes down to what we call the margin of litigation, we think we have a system in place that will make it work and secure the confidence of the voters.
Yes or no? Or we got 5 seconds left here. Do you think that the election will be decided before Election Day?
I don't know.
Interesting. Because we don't know, because we can't see the votes. You just answered it for us.
That's right.
Ken Blackwell, great to see you this morning from the great state of Ohio. Nice to see you, former Secretary of State there. Thanks, Ken. Coming up on the show, many said the first presidential debate